prepping the floor is a lot different with Swisstrax products than it is with a lot of other products you're going to see on the market for garages. Ours is simply sweep the garage out, or you can, a lot of people will take a hose and wash the floor out as well. Exactly. Now that's different from what you're going to see when it comes to an epoxy flooring such. They're going to be, what was it called, etching the floor or acid washing. Exactly. That alone takes as long as it does to install a Swisstrax floor. So that's the big difference, and that's why preparation in our industry with our flooring is completely optional. If you're standing in your garage, looking out towards the garage door entry or out to the street, you're going to start in one of the front corners by your garage door. Now, whether it's the left or right hand side, completely up to the customer themselves depending on their garage. Now, when you're installing that first tile, you're going to want to start with the pegged side of the tiles against the garage door and also against the wall, while the looped side of the tiles are going to face out into the garage entry. Between the garage door rails is the place that you need edges or the transition strips. If you have any man doors that are lacking a threshold, you may need some there as well. Now in my install, all my garage doors, the man doors do have thresholds, so that wasn't a concern at all. And when you're installing the edges, the easiest way to do it is actually what we do is shut the garage door, snap the edges on to the first 3 rows, and for lack of better terms, just kind of give a little push to those first 3 rows with edges up against the garage door, and you're ready to continue on the process. Yeah.
So when doing your install, we're basically setting everything up so you do your cuts last. And this can be cut with any fine-tooth blade, whether it's a table saw, jigsaw.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
As long as it's electrical.
Electrical saw, circular saw.
You just want to make sure that you use a fine-tooth blade.
Fine-tooth blade.
That's the main important.
Key point. It'll cut right through our tiles. It cuts exactly like wood. If you cut wood, you can cut our tiles.
You're going to do cuts, if not around the entire perimeter, you're probably doing it on at least 2 sides to give you that finished look.
We have our pearl gray, our pearl silver, jet black, and then he accents with a racing red. Why? That thing right there. And it looks awesome. And this is something you can do because everyone's garage, we all have different styles and we like different colors and all that kind of stuff. And this can fit your own uniqueness. You customize your own floor to your liking.
I think one of the easiest ways to clean the garage is a shop vac.
Shop vac.
Take a shop vac and just run over it once in a while, and that'll suck that debris out as well.
You can take your blower and start from the front of your garage and blow all the stuff out of the garage door. There's a 1/4-inch channel system underneath the Swisstrax tiles, and everything will channel out all that water, that gunk, the dirt, dust, and debris, channels right on out of your garage door. It's a low maintenance tile.
We know that our number one clientele are past epoxy owners, and so they have a bad epoxy job or cracks in the floor, so they want to hide that. This is one of the things where the Swiss are geniuses in their engineering, is they've engineered these tiles to be 3/4 of an inch thick. One of the reasons is for what Josh is talking about, for maintaining the floor, so the stuff can easily go underneath it in that channel system, where the competitor tiles are only a half inch thick, so you're going to have that debris get caught. The other thing is that 3/4 inch thick is to cast a large enough shadow, so you're not seeing what's going underneath the floor. We've done tests, we have pictures of this that we just took. You can lay a competitor's tile next to ours that looks very similar to ours, but it's only a 1/2 inch thick. You can absolutely see what's going on underneath the floor. So in my case, you'd be able to see those oil spots or
any blemishes.
The rubber that was on the epoxy. You'd still be able to see that. Exactly. With ours, you can't see anything.
And a big thing also about our tiles, it being made out of polypropylene, it's non-slip. So with epoxy, especially if you guys live in areas where you're getting a lot of snow or bringing moisture in that winter season, if you get that water on there, it's very scary. It's like ice skates. So with the polypropylene, with being 3/4 of an inch thick with our Swisstrax tile, you're raised. You have a floating floor, so to speak.
Exactly.
So you won't be stepping directly on that water, and it's non-slip, so you won't be slipping whatsoever.
we get clients in constantly that want to do something in their garage that are from the northern areas. Now, the one thing is when they hear about the RibTrax tile and it's perforated, I guess it worries them because they think all that debris of salt, sleet, sand, winter debris, all that stuff's going to be going underneath the floor and getting stuck there. Not at all. And here's the big point is, as Josh pointed out, I'm originally from South Dakota. I know exactly what those weather conditions are like. And that's the beauty of the tile is because in those winter months, you're driving in your garage, all that debris that's coming off the car goes underneath the tile. So even in February or March, you're going to be the guy with a perfectly clean garage. Now, I will tell people that maintaining a winter type garage is different than we do down here in Southern California. I mean, in the spring, summertime, you can maintain it the same with a shop vac or, as we talked about, taking a hose after it, a blower. But in the wintertime, I do recommend a shop vac. And also, I know that those clumps of debris are coming off the wheel wells. Yeah, gunk, to say the least. And I know that stuff's getting underneath and it's going to clog those areas. What's great, once again, about our tile, simply take a flat-headed screwdriver or a paint can opener and you can pop those tiles out, back the car out, pop those tiles out where the 4 wheels are sitting, sweep it out, pop those tiles right back in. Or what you can do, what a lot of customers I've talked to do, they'll just take a Saturday, they actually take out the entire floor by sections, takes about 20 minutes to take out, about an hour and a half to put back in. It's crazy. We always say you don't have to take the tiles out to clean them, but some of those people in the northern regions, I guess they want to, and that's to each their own. That's the big difference is with the epoxy flooring, and I'm not just saying epoxy, even one of our solid floors. In all reality, after a week or two, the floor is going to look like it's been used. This RibTrax, I will guarantee you, after a year or so, if I just shot back a couple times a year, it's still going to look exactly like this. That's the huge benefit of the RibTrax tile. A lot of companies out there, right in their name, they'll say so-and-so garage tiles. Ours are not Swisstrax garage tiles. Ours are Swisstrax tiles. The reason being is that we were actually designed for commercial use.
We actually had a customer recently do a test because it was for a hangar and they were worried about the sky draw. And they actually put our RibTrax tile in a bucket full of sky draw for 7 days. It was unaffected. That's the main thing is people don't realize how industrial the strength is of RibTrax or any of our other tiles. They all handle 70,000 pounds of rollover weight. We've got the RibTrax style, we've got Diamond Tracks, Coin Tracks, Floor Tracks, Sport Tracks for the athletic floors out there, and then the one that we unveiled here a few years ago is our Rubber Tracks, which is the one we're using recycled rubber tires, taking them out of the landfills, blending them with recycled polypropylene, and we've got that line as well, along with anti-fatigue lines. So if you're looking for an aesthetically pleasing garage, we've got all different styles to choose from. If you want a garage tile that's going to literally change the life aspect of your garage with maintenance, then it's RibTrax. We want to find a floor for you that meets your needs and exceeds your expectations. If you want a high performance floor, give us a call and we'll hook you up. We'll get everything set up and like I said, hand, we'll walk you through it and we enjoy it. That's what we do. And the other thing is, we were talking about earlier, is just give us a call. Even if you don't purchase Swisstrax flooring, through the years of our Barrett Jackson auto auctions and SEMAs, we've got so many connections out there. We'll line you up with the people that will help with your garage. If you don't choose Swisstrax flooring, there's other things that we can help you with and align you with the right company. So like Josh said, we're there to help.